everyone. Thanks for joining me for another virtual yoga story time. Today our book is Bear Has a Story to Tell. It is written by Philip C. Stead and illustrated by Erin E. Stead. We are able to record and share this with you today thanks to Macmillan Publishing. After we read our book, we'll move on back to our yoga mats or our towels or carpets or even the grass outside if the weather is nice, and do a warm-up. And after we are all warmed up, we will do some fun yoga poses inspired by the animals we will meet in our story. Speaking of our story, let's start. Bear has a story to tell. It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy. But first, Bear had a story to tell. Mouse, would you like to hear a story? Asked Bear with a yawn. I am sorry, Bear, said Mouse, but it is almost winter and I have many seeds to gather. Bear helped Mouse find seeds on the forest floor. When they had finished, Mouse said, "See you soon," and tunneled underground to wait for spring. Bear took slow, sleepy steps through the forest. Fallen leaves crunched under his feet. Hello, Duck, said Bear, sitting down to rest his tired legs. Would you like to hear a story? I am sorry, Bear, said Duck, but it is almost winter, and I am getting ready to fly south. I will miss you, Duck, said Bear. He raised a paw to check the direction of the wind. I will miss you too, said Duck, and off he flew. The sun was heavy and hung low in the sky. Bear's eyelids were getting heavy too. He counted colors to stay awake. 3 pink clouds, 2 red leaves, 1 green frog. Hello, said Bear. Would you like to hear a story? I am sorry, Bear, said Frog, but it is almost winter, and I have to find a warm place to sleep. Bear dug a frog-sized hole between 2 evergreens. Then he tucked Frog in under a blanket of leaves and pine needles. Thank you, Bear, said Frog. I will see you in the spring. Bear leaned against the old oak tree. He stretched and yawned, scratched at his belly. I wonder if Mole is awake, he thought. What do you think? Is Mole awake? Mole? Are you there? Mole? Mole was already asleep. Good night, Mole, said Bear with a sigh. The first winter snowflakes began to fall. Many months passed, and the sun returned. It melted the snow and woke the trees. Bear rolled onto the green grass. It's spring, he said. Now I can tell my story. But first, Bear brought Mouse an acorn. Thank you, Bear, said Mouse. Mouse was hungry after a long winter. Welcome home, Duck, called Bear. You must be tired from your journey. Bear showed Duck a shady mud puddle he had found. Bear placed Frog in the sunshine till he was warm and awake. Frog opened one eye and then the other. Good morning, said Bear. Bear, Mouse, Duck, and Frog all waited for Mole to wake up. Finally, Mole poked his nose out into the moonlight. Mole, said Bear, would you like to hear a story? Bear gathered his friends. He sat up straight and cleared his throat. He puffed out his chest, and with all of his friends listening, Bear could not remember his story. It was such a good story, he said, hanging his head. But winter is a very long time for a bear to remember. The friends sat together for a quiet minute. Then Mouse said, maybe your story is about a bear. And, Duck said, maybe your story is about the busy time just before winter. I think there should be other characters too, suggested Frog. Like a mole, said Mole, and a mouse, and a duck, and a frog. Bear sat up straight again. He cleared his throat, puffed out his chest, and began his story with, "It was almost winter, and Bear was getting sleepy." The end. Thank you guys for following along with this wonderful story about some forest animal friends. And now, if you'd be so kind, we can scoot on back to our mats and we will start our warm-up. All right, friends, now that we're in our spots, we will find our crisscross legs, just like so. And we will start, as we start every yoga story time, with some fabulous deep balloon breaths. So we're gonna pretend there's a balloon in our belly, and every time we breathe in, it gets bigger. And when we breathe out, it gets smaller. So let's do 3 of those, and we'll try to remember to take these deep, big balloon breaths while we do our poses too. We'll breathe in together, and out. Good job, we'll do it again, in, and out. And one more time, let's breathe in, and out. Excellent job, you guys. Let's see what's next. We are going to take our shoulders and we'll roll them forward, just like so. We'll wake up our arms and our shoulders. Great job. And now let's go the other way. We'll roll them backwards. Excellent job, my friends. Let's see what's next on our to-do list. We're going to circle our heads and our necks around, just like so. Get them nice and warmed up, and we'll go the other way now. Perfect job, you guys. Very impressive. Now we will pick one leg and we'll put it out straight, and then we will take our arms and we'll reach as far as we can. That can be your toes, could be your ankle, could be your knees, as far as you can reach. You'll feel a nice stretch right in your legs. Get our legs nice and awake and warmed up. Great job. We'll bring this leg back and we will switch and use our other leg. And we'll do the same thing. We'll lean forward, try to grab our toes, our ankles as far as you can reach. Make sure you're feeling a nice good stretch in your legs. Great job, friends. And we will come back to our crisscross legs. And I think we're just about ready to start our poses. But before we do, I'm going to say what I always say in yoga story time. Do not worry if your poses don't look perfect. We all know that mine never do, and that's okay. Yoga is great for your body, it's great for your mind, and every time we practice, we get better. And now it is time for our first pose. It is, of course, the bear pose, which our entire book was about today. So for the bear pose is great for your lower back. It's really great if you've been sitting, perhaps if you've been doing schoolwork on your computer. It's really great to release your lower back. So we are going to come down to our hands and knees, just like so. We're gonna spread our fingers nice and wide, and we'll tuck in our toes behind us. Then we are going to press our hips up to the sky, just like so, and we'll pretend we're walking through the forest like Bear looking for his friends. Great job, guys. We'll come back to our crisscross legs. That was very impressive. Now, the first animal that Bear meets on his journey to tell his story is his friend, Mouse. So we'll put Mouse up here with Bear. Now, the mouse pose is great for calming. So if you've had a rough day, a long day, an exciting day, or even a great day, this pose is great to help calm you down. So we're going to kneel with our big toes touching in the back, just like so. We will have our knees nice and wide apart from each other, and then we are going to fold our bodies down, just like so, so that our head actually touches the mat. And we'll put our arms at our side, And we'll take some nice deep breaths. Great job. I don't know about you guys, but I feel calmer already. Great job. And next we'll come back to our crisscross legs once more. Our next pose is the duck pose. Duck is the second friend that bear meets through the forest. We'll put duck up there with mouse and bear. So the duck pose strengthens your shoulders, your legs, and your back. It does it all. So we will do the duck pose by standing up together with our feet together. We will raise our arms, give them a nice flap like duck as he flies south for the winter. And we will pick one leg, either one, doesn't matter. And we will lift it up behind us. And we will tilt our bodies forward. Excellent job. It is okay if you need to grab onto something for balance or if you need to start over. And we'll come back down and we'll switch legs. We'll take our arms up, give some nice flaps like we're flying south, and we will balance on our other leg and move forward. Great job, guys. We'll come back down and get ready for our next pose. I really like this one. I'm very excited for the frog pose. Frog up here with his friends. So we will do the frog pose by stretching and strengthening our leg muscles. We will come down on our tippy toes, just like so. We'll point our knees out wide to the side. We'll spread our fingers wide like frogs. Put them in front of us, just like so. And to make it a little more fun, we'll jump. We'll jump 3 times together. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We'll do it a second time. 1, 2, 3. And one last time, let's shout ribbit as we jump up. 1, 2, 3, ribbit. Excellent job, you guys. We'll come back down to our crisscross legs for our last pose, which is mole's pose. Mole is, of course, the last friend that bear finds. In fact, he's already asleep when bear finds him. The mole pose stretches our arms nice and long and wide. So we will come onto our knees and sit back on our heels for this pose. We're going to take our arms, lock them together, but we're actually going to do that behind us, and then we are going to bring our heads forward to the mat while raising our arms behind us. Ready? And we'll come back up, and we'll unhook our arms, and we'll come back to our crisscross legs. You guys did such a great job with our poses today. We'll finish up with a little cool down of some more balloon breaths. We'll just take 3 more nice deep balloon breaths together. Ready? We'll breathe in and out. And then we'll breathe in again and out. And one more time, the biggest balloon breath ever. In and out. Fantastic job, you guys. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you're able to practice some of these poses at home, and I hope to see you real soon. Bye.